call this the return of Moses. Exodus chapter 3, from verse 1. We see the encounter. In here, the Bible talks about the encounter. Moses at the burning bush encounter. Moses has ran away from Egypt background because he had a passion for his people. He was, went to see them, but he expressed that passion in a wrong way. So let me read a little bit. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mount of God. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. So when the Lord saw that Moses turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. As you read down, you see the conversation. This is divine visitation. Moses has settled for less. 40 years since he ran away from Egypt, because he did the right, he had the right passion, but delivered it the wrong way. He killed an Egyptian. That's the backdrop. He was raised a prince as adopted grandson of Pharaoh. But when he grew up, remember he grew up, his mother raised him, getting paid. Can't get any better than that, right? But the point is, at this point of Moses' life, Moses was 80 years old. Moses has settled. Moses had wife and children and had a good job. A good job. You see, I had someone say that a job is the drug that your employer gives you to forget about your dreams. Moses was employed by the father-in-law, Jethro. Moses was settled, situated, and looking from outside, this guy got it all together. But as far as God is concerned and God's program for his life, Moses is not even in the radar. So it took God to appear to him by his angel in the burning bush. So I don't know, as the year is nearing to an end, we're entering into a new year. Are you in the backside of the desert as an employee of your father-in-law? Not literally. And God is coming to you. You need to go back to Egypt, because you know what? It cost the children of Israel extra 30 years, I believe. I think it's 430 years, right? That's what it cost them extra years, because Moses settled. Moses got just settled. So there is someone you're a Moses to that is waiting for you in Egypt. That's the point. And another point the Holy Spirit reminded me when he brought Moses to me a few weeks back was, if Moses kept looking back, Moses wouldn't have gone. So many times the devil wants us to look back. Like somebody like me, I've made a lot of wrong choices, made a lot of mistakes. But God says, stop looking back. Now, go to Egypt. Your people are waiting for you. You are the Moses, and you must lead them out of bondage. You must lead them out of Egypt to the promised land. You getting me? You feel me? Yeah. It's time to go. Let's go. There are people that are suffering because you are sitting comfortably where you're not supposed to be sitting, because you think there is no way out. After 40 years, Moses finally, with very reluctant, argumentative, but he did go back. Now, it's time to go back to Egypt to get your people from Pharaoh, the people God has programmed into your destiny, that you are their Moses and you're going to lead them out of Egypt to the promised land. Destiny is calling. Shalom.